The cosmic calculus Mira lay on her back atop the quiet hill, gazing up at the sprawl of the Milky Way. The summer night sky was a sea of stars, each pinprick of light a distant sun. She felt small beneath them, an infinitesimal drop in an ocean of galaxies. Lately she had been haunted by questions of meaning and connection. Was there an underlying logic to it all, some cosmic equation tying her life to the stars above? As a young physicist and a lifelong seeker, Mira yearned to understand the code that might govern the universe, a kind of cosmic calculus that balances the equations of existence. Yet tonight, under the silent chorus of constellations, she simply felt alone and insignificant. A solitary mind, adrift in the vastness. A warm breeze whispered through the dry grass. Mira closed her eyes and listened. In the stillness, her heartbeat fell in sync with an ineffable rhythm around her. The night air was alive. She sensed a subtle presence, as if the cosmos itself were aware. Perhaps I'm not truly alone, she thought. A memory surfaced of something she had read. The cosmos is also within us. We're made of star stuff. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself. The very iron in her blood and calcium in her bones had been forged in ancient supernovae. Every atom of her being was stardust come alive, matter that the universe had arranged into Mira in order to behold itself. As Carl Sagan had said, humanity is made of star stuff and is a means for the cosmos to know itself. Remembering this, Mira felt her isolation begin to melt into a sense of intimate unity with the night. She opened her eyes and looked up anew, wondering if the stars were in fact regarding her. Your eyes are the eyes of the universe looking at itself, an inner voice whispered. The thought made her smile. Perhaps, she mused, even the moon could feel her looking at it, just as she could feel the moon. In that moment, the vault of heaven no longer seemed cold and indifferent. It was alive with her, within her, and all around her. Mira sat up. The sky was crystalline clear, a river of stars. Somewhere in that stellar river, she knew, swam the great ideas of mystics and scientists throughout the ages. She recalled how ancient sages from India had taught, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. All this indeed is Brahman, meaning all of reality is one divine whole. That ultimate reality, Brahman, flows through everything, every star, every tree, every person, and each individual soul, each Atman, is nothing less than a part of that cosmic soul. On this silent night, Mira could feel this truth. The boundary between self and universe grew faint. It was as if her own soul were a thread woven into a vast tapestry of being. In the darkness behind her eyelids, she saw that tapestry take form, an infinite web shimmering with dew-like jewels at each intersection. Each jewel reflected the light of all the others, an endless hall of mirrors stretching out in every direction. She realized she was witnessing what Buddhist wisdom calls Indra's net, the cosmic web of existence, where each part mirrors and influences every other. In this vision, Mira herself was one of the jewels, and so were the stars, the trees, the creatures of the earth, even moments and ideas. Nothing existed in isolation. Everything was interconnected in a grand, breathtaking lattice of light. Awestruck, Mira's consciousness seemed to expand, no longer confined to her body lying on the hilltop. She found herself drifting upward, or perhaps everywhere at once. Looking down with inner sight, she saw the earth as a glowing blue jewel in that net of being. Humanity's millions of minds glimmered like tiny lanterns on the planet's night side. She sensed their joys and sorrows, all bound together. Higher still, she beheld the pattern of planets orbiting the sun, stars dancing slowly around the galaxy's core, galaxies gravitating toward one another in a majestic cosmic ballet. It was all one enormous pattern, as if some unimaginable intelligence had sketched the universe with lines of gravitational force and quantum threads. Mira perceived, with a thrill of insight, that this pattern could be read, like a cosmic language. The universe is written in the language of mathematics, Galileo had said, and now she understood the distribution of galaxies, the spin of electrons, the flowering of consciousness. All of it was part of a single code, a cosmic calculus of creation. If only I could grasp the formula, she thought, I would know the secret of the cosmos. No sooner had she formed the thought than she felt the presence of something or someone near her. A figure appeared amid the starry panorama, a luminous being woven of the same silvery threads of Indra's net. It had no defining face, yet Mira sensed compassion radiating from it. Perhaps it was an angel, or a deity, or the personification of the cosmos itself. In a voice that resonated directly in her mind, the being spoke. "Child of the stars, what is it you seek?" Mira realized she was not afraid. In fact, the being felt oddly familiar, like an old friend or a forgotten part of herself. "I seek the truth," she replied softly. "I want to understand the fundamental logic, the calculus behind all this." And she gestured to the jeweled web of the universe around them. The being's presence rippled with gentle humor. "Are you certain?" it asked. "The answers may unsettle the questioner." Swallowing, Mira nodded. "Yes, even if it changes me. I think I'm ready." The being of light extended what might have been its hand. "Then come," it whispered, "and step into the flow of the cosmos." Mira reached out and touched the offered light. At once, the stars, the web, the earth below, all of it blazed unbearably bright. For an instant she felt herself dissolving, as if she were a dust mote scattered in a supernova. Instinctively, her ego resisted annihilation. A spike of fear shot through her. "Will I cease to exist?" But the warm voice of the guide reassured her. "Let go. You will not be lost. You will become more." So she surrendered. In a rush of rapture, Mira's consciousness poured outward, expanding as the brilliant light washed through her. She was no longer a drop separated from the cosmic ocean. She was the ocean in a drop, as the Sufi poet Rumi once said. The truth of those words hit her with full force. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. What she had perceived as Mira was a tiny reflection of the entire universe. In this state, the illusion of being an isolated self, what Vedanta calls Maya, the illusion of separateness, completely evaporated. Her life, every life, and all things were revealed as one continuous field of consciousness and energy. All was one, and it was alive and aware. Mira's awareness now moved freely across time and space. She could see billions of years of cosmic evolution unfolding in a grand design. She witnessed stars igniting and galaxies coalescing. She felt the birth of life in primordial oceans, the struggle and wonder of countless creatures, the rise of thinking minds. It was as if the universe were growing, developing higher and higher forms of complexity and consciousness. Consciousness is truly a cosmic property, came a thought echoing Teilhard de Chardin's insight. And the cosmic story is one of a gradual ascent toward ever higher levels of awareness. Mira saw that her own mind was a recent bloom on the ancient tree of the cosmos, one step in an ongoing journey. She even sensed possibilities branching ahead, future evolutions of consciousness reaching towards some ultimate omega point of understanding. The grandeur of this vision moved her to tears of joy. Yet within the oneness, she also perceived something like an enormous equation forming. An equation that balanced chaos and order, creation and destruction, matter and spirit. The cosmic calculus, she thought with awe. It was as if all the myriad phenomena she saw were terms in a limitless equation, an equation that was still unfolding. And at the heart of that equation, giving it meaning, was consciousness itself. She realized that awareness, the ability of the universe to know itself, was the critical piece that completed the formula. Without conscious observers, the cosmos would be like a beautiful book forever unopened. With us, with her, the universe could reflect on its own majesty. In her expanded state, Mira could finally grasp what this meant. She felt a profound belonging and importance all at once. A familiar, gentle voice, perhaps the cosmic guide, perhaps her own higher self, spoke to her mind, echoing the wisdom of a modern sage. Dare to be naive. In cosmic calculus, you are its highest number. Mira smiled, recognizing the words of Buckminster Fuller. She understood now. Each conscious being is an indispensable part of the cosmic equation. In the grand formula of existence, every soul matters. You are a vital term in the equation. Without you, it would be incomplete, the voice impressed upon her. You are the universe's way of regeneratively guiding its own unfolding. In Fuller's terms, each person is the personal, regenerative energy through which and by which the universe works. Mira marveled at this. All her life she had felt insignificant in the face of the cosmos, and now here was the cosmos assuring her she belonged, that she, and every other conscious spark, were essential to itself. Overwhelmed by gratitude, Mira let the truth wash over her. I am not separate from the universe at all. I am the universe, in one unique expression. She sensed the presence of countless others, all other beings, as part of that same expression. It was like a great symphony, each life a note, contributing to the cosmic music. And the music, she discerned, was fundamentally love. Beneath all the complexity and calculus, the push of evolution and the pull of gravity, there pulsed a living love, the desire of the universe to know and cherish itself in infinite forms. She felt it so clearly now. An unconditional love toward everything, because everything was her, and she was everything. At some point, gently, the brilliance began to subside. Mira found her awareness gathering back to a more human scale. She sensed the luminous guide still with her, guiding her down from the lofty height of that experience. Why must I return to ordinary life? She wondered wistfully. Can't I stay here in unity forever? The kindly being seemed to smile. Dear child, you are forever, whether veiled or unveiled, but your current form has a purpose to fulfill. The calculus of the cosmos is not complete. You have a role in its solution. Remember what you have seen. Live by it. Share it, and you will help the universe to evolve. Mira's heart swelled, and she bowed in acceptance. A moment later, with a soft gasp, Mira opened her physical eyes. She was lying on the hilltop again, the stars still glittering above in the quiet night. The world felt at once utterly the same, and yet utterly transformed. Crickets chirped in the grass. A meteor silently streaked across the sky. Mira pressed a hand to her chest, feeling her heart beating steadily. I'm back, she realized. I'm me, and I'm still the cosmos. Tears of joy filled her eyes. She understood now that the cosmic calculus she had sought was not written on paper or stone, but in the very fabric of existence and in her own soul. The fundamental logic of the universe was oneness, a oneness that expressed itself as love, connection, and evolving consciousness. Before leaving, Mira took one last, long look at the night sky. She no longer felt insignificant beneath the stars. How could she? She was their kin, made of their substance, shining with their reflected light, and aware with the very mind of the cosmos. In the grand tapestry of Indra's net, her eyes were one pair among countless others, through which the universe gazed at itself in wonder.